Good morning, children. Let me take a lesson in English, first lesson. This is the class for 8th standard. The first lesson is nose jewel. You know what's the meaning of jewel? It's the ornament which adorns beauty to us. Nose. The jewel which is used on nose is known as nose jewel. The story is written by, before getting into the story, we have to go for the introduction of the writer. The writer is Rajagopalachari, who is popularly known as Rajaji. He was not only a writer, he was a playist, politician, and he got so many faces. He was the first Governor General of Free India. He has written the lesson. By this lesson, he gave a message to us. What's the message in this? We should have contented mind. That is, we should have satisfaction. Whatever we possess, we should satisfy with what we have. We should not long for the other belongings. That's the lesson. So, this lesson, we have to see two characters. One is the hero of the story. His name is Ramaya. Only the character Saviour. One is the hero of the story, Ramaya. He was a simple man. He was self-contented. Self-contented means what? He has always satisfaction. Whatever he has satisfied with it. His wife is, that name is not given to us. We can consider as Mrs. Ramaya. She was the wife of him. She is the housemaker. But she is quite opposite to Ramaya. He is a soft and noble man. She is unwise lady. Always she used to fight with her husband. Clear? So, this house, they live in a house that is a small house. But whatever it may be, though he is not so rich, he is caring of the wife and family. The two sparrows, that is male sparrow and female sparrow, they build the nest in the roof. அவங்களோட ரூஃபில் ஒரு nest means what? The place where the birds live on. Male and female sparrow. Female lays the egg. So, they are keeping in the nest. That female is, she is always bothering about female sparrow. She is bothering about her own thing only. She is selfish. But male sparrow, she is somewhat others. She is looking for others also. He is looking for others too. And he said, why this lady is always, she asked the female, why the lady is always fighting with her husband. She said, don't bother about all those things. The female sparrow, she said like that, don't bother about all those things. Only think about our tomorrow food and today's food. Cat is not coming because cat is the main enemy for them. Cat is not coming to us, that's enough for us. So, the male sparrow, he went and searched in food. So, he is not getting the food. Instead of food, he saw a diamond stud. That is diamond nose jewel. He got the stud, he brought the stud and showed to the female. Female bird said, why I need this? I don't want, throw it away, go and bring the food. So, the male, it throws the nose ring down and he went on search on food, went for the food. In the meantime, Ramaya's wife, she took the nose jewel and put on her nose. While Ramaya came from outside, he asked, from where you got the jewel? She said, it was lying on the floor, I just moved. He's getting worried. Who is getting worried? Ramaya getting worried because that is not belonging to them. The jewel is not belonging to Ramaya and his wife. So he said, it is not ours. Immediately we have to hand over to magistrate. That is, he is in charge of the village. We have to hand over to the magistrate, or else they will call the police, we will be in trouble. But the lady is not agreeing at all. She simply wrote that. So this jewel, to whom it belongs, means this to the neighbor. Ramaya's neighbor was Meenakshi, one lady. Her daughter only wore the jewel. She lost it. Okay. So she was searching, they were searching for that. In the meantime, Meenakshi's husband came to know that they lost the jewel. They complained to the police. That is magistrate, they complained to the thing. There was a servant lady. The servant lady name is Kupai. Okay, she is the servant lady. The servant lady is working in Meenakshi Ammal's house. So they suspect the Kupai only, servant lady only. Maybe she would have stolen. And police went and says there was no jewel. Actually, where is the jewel now? The jewel is with Ramaya's wife. So Ramaya was getting scared. His heart is flappering like anything. That is, like that. He was voiceless. His wife becomes sick. She lay down into the bed on fever. Okay, yeah. But fortunately, the police people never suspect them and they never searched. In the meantime, she took the jewel and kept in the box. So this was lying there as it is. She cannot wear again. Why? Because it is not her nose ring. It is others. If it is her own ring, means she can. It is not hers. So she is not keeping in the. She cannot wear and she has to keep in the box. So then male and female bed. In the meantime, the eggs are laying. They lay the eggs. I said no. They become grow. They hatch the eggs, and the small sparrows have come. They left from the house. Okay, what's the story we came to know from this? So we should not be jealousy. We should have self-contented. So whatever it may be, if it is others, we should not long for that. We should not longing for the other belonging. Belonging means what? Their own. This is the story. So what are the characters we have seen in this? Ramaya and Mrs. Ramaya. Neighbor. What's the neighbor's name I said? Meenakshi. And Mr. Meenakshi, that is her husband, and daughter. Meenakshi's daughter. These are the characters. The main character is Sparrow. Sparrows, male and female. So, the female sparrow blaming male only for all those things. But that male sparrow asked, did I ask the lady to take from there? She would have returned to the police. She is not doing so. She is the cause for all those things. Like that, they both fought and went for the food. Clear? This is the story. Children have got an idea. Shall we go to the lesson? So, simple words only, easily you can see. Ramaya was a simple man living in that town. So, where is his house? It is in town. He lived with his wife with a nice house made of tiled roofs. He was not rich, but he could take care of his family. So, he is self-contented man. He is taking care of his family. House is tiled house, everything. Not so poor, somewhat medium, middle class. Two sparrows built a nest in the nice part of the roof of Ramaya's house, and the mother bird lays egg in it. That is, mother bird means what? Female sparrow. Female sparrow lay eggs. Female lay the eggs. Okay. So, the male started, my dear, 20 minutes. So, the male bird started with the female. So, he is discussing about what the character of the household lady. That house lady is there, no, that is Mrs. Ramaya. What's the character? He wants to discuss to his better half. So, he said, my dear, began the male sparrow. And what do you want now? Asked his wife. Who is the wife here? Female sparrow. Why does the lady of this house always quarrel with her husband? He asked. Why that lady is like that? Why she is fighting always with her husband? He cannot understand. The male bird cannot understand, and he asked his wife. So what she said, how am I to know, said the female bird. Let us mind our own business. What he said, this is not necessary for us because it's other story. So let us think about ourselves. You are always self-centered, said the male sparrow, and added, should we not help this poor Ramaya? So it's our duty to help because we are living in this house only, we have to help. The female sparrow said with disdain. Disdain means what? Feeling of contempt. So don't want to involve in others. She said, let me see what help you can do for him. Please do not talk about what does not concern us. So what does not concern us, what's the meaning here? That is, they don't have any way involved in that. So there is no connection between the lady's character and the birds. So he said like that. See that the cat does not come near our nest. That would be enough for you and me. What is it? They have to worry about the cat only because she is laying the eggs there. The eggs may be in the danger that any moment cat may come and catch the male and female sparrows also. So, he said you don't bother about all those things, bother about ourselves only. Somewhere in the muck heap lay a diamond-nosed jewel. The male bird picked it up and came to the nest with a shining stud in his beak and said to his wife, "Look, do you like this?" So they are birds only. What's this of wearing the diamond stud or gold stud, whatever it may be? She asked like that. Then wife bird replied, that is female said, "What am I to do with the diamond-nosed stud or earrings from some crab? The young ones are hungry." What it said? Find some crabs. Crabs means food, grains. Some grains, you go and search some other grains, it will be useful for our young ones. The bird dropped the diamond stud on the floor and went out in search of little homes for the young ones. What's the food here? Little homes. Homes, you know the children, what's the meaning of it? Okay, see, he went on searching the homes. Ramaya's wife noticed the jewel and she was sweeping the floor. While she was sweeping the floor, sweeping means what? While she is cleaning the floor, she saw the jewel. She picked it up with a delight and wore it. Delight, happiness, with a lot of happy. She took it off and immediately she put on her nose. Ramaya questioned her angrily, "How did you get this diamond stud?" Angrily means he's getting tempered and he asked, "How you got it?" "I found it laying here yesterday and took it. That's all." She said very simply. She answered in a simple manner as if she got on the floor she wore. Okay. So immediately Ramaya shouted at her and said, "We should go and hand over to the village magistrate." Magistrate, that is, we are saying that he is the in charge of the village, the Panchayat Talivar, like that we have to say. "If tomorrow the police should come and search our house, it will be disgrace to us." What is it? Suppose if they think those who lost the jewel, they may complain to the police. If the police come to house, it will be a disgrace to us. Disgrace means what? Shame. It will be a shame to us. We should be dishonored by them. He said everything clearly to his wife, but she is not at all listening. When in Meenakshi Ammal's house nearby, who is the neighbor there? Meenakshi Ammal. She is nearby Ramaya. Their talk went thus: "I forgot and left it in the bathroom. Kuppai, the servant woman, must have swept it out. She is very careless and ignorant." Actually, they lose the nose stud, but instead they are blaming the servant maid. What's the servant maid name? Kuppai. The lady said, the house owner lady Meenakshi said, "Maybe I kept in the bathroom only. She would have washed away. Let her come, we'll find out from that. In the meantime, don't say to your father." She advised the small girl, her daughter. She advised her daughter not to say to father. The mother Meenakshi Ammal consoled the little, said, "Let us search and find it. Don't tell father yet. You would go in the rage if he knew that you lost the diamond stud." They both are talking very slowly. Slowly means what? Whisperly. That is, next person who is adjacent to us cannot hear. That kind of talking only known as what? Whisper. "What is the secret you are whispering?" asked Ramanathan. So Meenakshi Ammal's husband is what? Ramanathan. Yeah, what you both are whispering? Whispering, I said very clearly what it is. That is, even very adjacent person, they could not hear what we both are talking. Suppose A and B are talking, C is adjacent to that. Even A, B, C could not hear what they spoke. Like that he asked, "What you are whispering?" They cannot hide the truth further, so they inform the fact to the father, Ramanathan. Okay. The loss of the jewel had to be admitted. Admitted means what? Agreed. Soon the whole village knew about it. The maid servant Kuppai was suspected by everyone to have stolen, because she is the only lady who is coming. Outsider means what? Only family members are there. That is Meenakshi, her husband and daughter. That's all. Nobody outsider is only that servant lady only. So everybody suspected, not only one. Throughout the village suspected only Kuppai, not others, because Ramaya and his wife no need to chance to go there. அவங்க வீட்டுக்கு இவங்களுக்கு போக, there is no chance at all. They no need to go to Meenakshi's house. So nobody suspected Ramaya and his wife. They suspected only the servant lady. The police came and searched her hut, but could not find anything. Hut means what? Small, thatched roof. Ramaya's heart was in flutter. So he just knew the news, who? Ramaya. He knew the news, something will happen. So it heart was flutter. Flutter, that is beating, heart beating is very fastly. Ramaya's wife put the stud away in a box. She is getting worried immediately. She is scared and she kept the jewel in the box and keep it aside. Okay. She soon developed a severe fever and was confined to a bed. She became sick and she fell into the bed. No one thought of searching their house. Everybody suspected Kuppayu only, not Ramaya or his wife. So, though they are not searching because of a guilty conscience, she got fever and she was laid down on the bed. Nice fun indeed, said the conversation between male and female sparrow. So, nice fun indeed, said the she sparrow. The poor woman in panic. The fever may be the end of her. Panic means what? Getting fear. She may die in the fever. Who said like that? Female sparrow. And she felt sorry for the lady. Immediately what is said? Then male bird said, and it's a good thing too, said the cruel male bird. He said, cruelly. Cruelly means what? Because it doesn't like the lady. So he said, let her die, no problem. Like that he said. So immediately female shouted at him, female bird, and said, it is all you are doing, you brought and threw it here and tempted her. So that's a fact only. Ramaya's wife, she is not herself going to the neighbor's house and steal. The male sparrow only brought it from the neighbor's house and throw it on the floor. Not in the neighbor's house, also on the heap of thing. The heap means what? Unwanted things and all they are keeping in one side, that is heap. From there only he found it. So immediately female bird blaming the male. You are the reason for all those things. Now she is in the bed. You are the reason. You are tempting her by showing the jewel, and she took the blame on you only. Then male sparrow, it got angry and shouted at her. Did I tell her to steal the thing? This is the bound to happen when humans are being greedy. She is not blaming the lady alone. She said all the humans are greedy. Greedy means what? Longing for others, longing for other belongings. Rightly said, we would never be greedy. Who said? Female said. Correct only it is. Let the human beings may be greedy, but the birds we should not be greedy. For what the belong of others. Come, let us go now and bring some worms to the young ones. Say both fly. They both flew from the place. Ramaya and his wife spent the rest of their life in a fear of being caught. Because they are getting worried about. One day or other, certainly they will get caught. So they are worrying about it. The diamond nose simply lay on the box itself. She cannot wear it again. But the fear of getting caught was even more. Clear? Children, I've got a lesson. Did you follow what it is?